Kanye West did really just about have you lot out there paying resale for SKECHERS. Yes, that is right. Ye, in his most recent set of cringy antics, was escorted off the premises of SKECHERS. So apparently Ye and like a camera crew or someone wielding a camera turn up to SKECHERS Los Angeles office uninvited and unannounced, presumably with the intention of talking about some kind of sneaker collaboration wherein they might agree to produce, manufacture and distribute his next line of Yetches or whatever they are going to be. And he was systematically trounced and bounced from the scene. It's definitely getting a little bit much. Maybe he's about to get Big Baller Brand on the phone, or maybe he's gonna start talking to Lonsdale, or maybe like Li Ning, or who knows. It doesn't make sense for Ye to go about bringing the end to his biggest corporate partnerships and then in the same week look to establish new ones. There's something very contradictory about that. This also cuts against the narrative that's being pushed by so many Kanye stans who are labeling all of these exploits as some kind of genius plot to set up his next stage in life. Why the fuck would Kanye go about severing all of his biggest corporate ties if he's just looking to establish brand new ones? So we're just going to take a moment to go through some of the different companies and organizations that have dropped Ye. Starting with Madame Tussauds here in London, his waxwork has been taken off of the floor and put into the archives. Peloton have come out and said that they will be banning Kanye West's music from being played in future classes. SKECHERS have obviously openly disavowed his hateful remarks and, yep, given him the L. TJ Maxx, they will no longer be purchasing any Yeezy merchandise for their stores. Christie's, they are responsible for like some of the auctioning certain things like his Air Yeezy 1 prototypes. Foot Locker, they have sent around an internal message to stores requesting that stores remove all Yeezy branded footwear from sales floors. Adidas, obviously, probably the biggest one. The fact that the Adidas partnership has been terminated has now relegated Kanye's billionaire status to, according to Forbes, something like 400 million. So he's gone from being a billionaire to not even being anywhere close to a billionaire pretty much overnight. So for everyone saying things like, you know, this is the end for Adidas, Adidas need Ye, consider how much of an impact the Adidas divorce has had on Ye financially. Yep, Gap, we already know about Gap. That whole thing is over. They've openly criticized his comments as well. Def Jam Records. The Def Jam one's a bit of a harsh one because I can actually remember like first being put onto Ye through Def Jam Poetry. I don't know if you guys remember Def Jam Poetry, but Ye kind of like first rose to notoriety as a lyricist, as a poet, through the Def Jam Poetry episodes, which were big for people like Mos Def or Common, Talib Kweli, those types of rappers that kind of came up or helped to bring Ye up. So that's a bit of a harsh one, to be honest. Def Jam Records. Balenciaga have dropped them. Donda Sports have been divorced by a number of their most senior signings. People like LA Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald, as well as like Jaylen Brown. In fact, I think one of the only people sticking around is Antonio Brown as part of Donda Sports. So that's a bit of an L because from what I know, AB is a bit of a muppet. MRC Entertainment, this is the company that produced the Ye documentary that is pretty much finished as far as I'm aware. And they have decided to shelve and scrap that. Hey, Vogue, they've basically dropped their affiliation with Ye. That's Vogue magazine, that's pretty big. JP Morgan Chase, as we know. His talent agency, UTA, they've dropped them as well. CAA, the rapper's own agency. I mean, for goodness sakes, man. His lawyer, at this point, like his family are gonna drop him. People will be interested in the Yeezy resale prices, given that they have been discontinued, given that they have been taken away from shop floors. People are now wondering whether or not their 350s or 700s or whatever are going to go up in price. So I'm just going to jump onto StockX and have a look at some of the most popular Yeezy models, and let's see what's what. So the first sneaker I've got here are the Belugas, which were the very first 350 V2, and the last sale was £277, which is, it is up, it's up 1.41% on that particular model. So that's negligible, to be honest. I'm just going to click on the static reflective. Prices are down about 8% on the last sale. I'm just going to click on random ones. Zebras, what are we looking at? Zebras are up 2.1%. So, you know, allowing for fluctuations of around like 1 to 2%, I don't think is in any way attributable to what's been going on. You could see that kind of fluctuation on a day-to-day basis. The trend I'm seeing across most of Yeezy footwear is that there's no significant increase in prices, meaning that if you are hoping for a skyrocket in value of your Yeezys owing to this breakup, I think it's pretty safe to say that, notwithstanding maybe a couple of models, no, it's not going to happen. Adidas have also come out and said that they will be releasing Yeezys or Adidas models that used to bear the Yeezy name, but without the Yeezy branding. The question on everyone's lips is, what next for Ye? What does he do next? What is going to happen next? And I think at this point, it would not be that wacky of an idea for him to like hijack a helicopter and crash into Kim's mansion and then kidnap the kids and then escape to Micronesia. I think we can put to bed pretty quickly any ideas of him working with any other big brand anytime soon, that's for sure. If SKECHERS are saying no to you, that sort of says everything. People are saying, he's gonna go to Reebok, he's gonna go to New Balance or Asics or whatever. I don't think any big brand is going to want to work with Ye, given not just his recent comments, but given the way he's treated Adidas, the way he's treated Nike in the past, the way he's treated the Gap stuff. Like, he's become unbrandable. He has demonstrated himself to be unwork-withable. And no big company that has any foothold in the market currently is going to want to align themselves with that or bring on that PR headache. So the only way for Ye to move forward in a positive manner is going to be for him to secure his own contracts with regard to supply, manufacture, and distribution. And the only way he's going to be able to get it off the ground is to start on a small scale. So any idea of him being able to produce anywhere near the volume, the quality, and the rapidity with which he can deliver the product and get it to market is going to have to be shelved for at least the next half a year to a year. I feel like he's probably got like a whole shed load of ideas that are ready to be like put into production. I'm almost certain he's going to have like models and designs and mock-ups and prototypes that are all just ready to be put into manufacture, and that's why he's shopping around for a company that has the infrastructure and the resources necessary to put his ideas into fruition. But given the fact that he's unbrandable, is going to make it hard for him to find someone to work with him. So my honest appraisal of the Kanye situation, or the Ye situation as it is currently, is as follows. The bro has really set fire to his life and is sitting in the lounge room of his life, watching it burn around him, thinking this is fine, we're good here. I think the short-term future for Kanye is very bleak. I think the ramifications of his recent controversial remarks are going to continue to make life difficult for him as he looks to forge a new path in the fashion and design space. I think it's going to be very difficult for him to win people back who have been completely put off by his remarks recently and his stubbornness with regard to them. And I think although he has a number of very loyal fans who will stick by him, I don't think that's going to be enough to really in any way replicate any of the success he had previously. And so all that remains to be said is thank you for watching. Let's look forward to tomorrow when Kanye hijacks a helicopter and we move on to the next chapter of craziness. These were my thoughts, these were my opinions and my opinions only. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.